Good evening, everyone. Phil here for the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 26th of September, 2022. We are nearing the end of this crazy, crazy hot summer. It is officially autumn here in Washington. However, today was still a hot day. Actually, the last hot day, supposedly, of the year here. In my office, no exaggeration with how hot it was with the sun outside. It was about 95 degrees in here as I played Earthbound. So, whew. Well, hopefully after today, we get to fall weather. All right. So that's speaking of Earthbound. Let's talk a little bit about that. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast today, we talked about the autumn stuff coming up. We had some fun discussion about some gaming news and current events, some Q&A. Nothing in particular was a giant, source of discussion, but it was still a pretty chill show. Hope you'll check it out. Earthbound today. Good progress, and the thing is, when I get to this point of Earthbound, I couldn't clearly remember what was next, okay? Today in Earthbound, we entered a giant dungeon that was a man. Yes, an actual dungeon that's a man. You're in his body, and it's a dungeon. So we did that, and then we went to a swamp of danger called, I believe it was called the Deep Dark, or the Deepest Dark, or the Deep Darkness, or something like that, full of poison water and very tough enemies. And then after that, we ended up going to Stonehenge. Yes, we went under Stonehenge to go on a rescue mission against aliens. And that was pretty much the whole stream. It took all 3 hours of today's stream to really get through those areas. So I honestly thought we would get further because I was trying to remember, we're the final Your Sanctuary locations. There's 8 of them you have to go to, 8 big bosses in the game. And once you get all those, you get into the end game. Today in 3 hours, we didn't even get to 1. So we're still at 6 out of 8. But that's fine. These are actually some of the more challenging parts of the game. Great interaction with my viewing audience. We had a great time with discussion and with them trying to help me out with some of the harder parts. So I had a great time, and everyone seemed to really enjoy themselves today, okay? So does that mean one more stream and we're done with Earthbound? I don't think so. I think probably 2, which I was originally thinking just 1. But with the rate things are going, it may be 2, okay? Cool. Then on the late stream tonight, it was MultiVersus. Now, here's the thing. During my daytime stream, they announced, the next new character, Rick Sanchez, comes out tomorrow. And I was like, oh, come on, really? Because I don't have enough currency to buy him in the game. It's 3,000 gold to buy these new characters. So why don't I have enough? Well, here's what happened. About a month ago, Morty was released. I had enough currency for him. I bought him, played with him for a little bit, continued to play, and at that time, Velma was a free character. So I started playing with her, and I really liked her. But then, Gizmo released. So I bought Gizmo instead. Played with Gizmo for a stream or 2. Liked him, but I said, you know what? I really like Velma. Let me go back. After having played with Velma more, I was like, I really like the build of this character. I really like the range combination. Has some good up-close stuff, but I really like this. I want the character. So I spent the money to buy Velma. And now here we are with Rick coming out a week later, and I don't have the currency for it. As of the end of tonight's stream, I had just under 2,100 gold. Problem is I played all night with Batman and Iron Giant. I got a ton of wins. It wasn't like, he's losing all the time. That's why he's not earning the currency. Oh, no, I was getting lots of wins, but I only earned 600 currency the whole stream. Here's what's happening with MultiVersus. You earn more currency the earlier on you are with a character. If you're just starting up a new character, the first 5-6 levels, you're going to gain hundreds and hundreds of coins. Then, once you hit around level 10, you hit a wall. You stop earning coins playing that character. And essentially what's happened is, pretty much every character that I'm playing with, I've hit level 10. So now tonight, I'm using Batman. I actually they improved him a little bit from the last time that I played him. I think the Batarang's better. I'm playing with Iron Giant, and I'm actually enjoying him too. I feel like I'm learning a little bit more about what's good with this character, and I'm getting great double ring outs and all kinds of crazy fun stuff. Really enjoying myself, getting win after win, only 600 currency. So what sucks about this is Rick's out tomorrow. Now, I'm not playing MultiVersus tomorrow. I'm planning on playing it Thursday night. I don't have enough. So it is what it is. I think what we'll do Thursday night is we'll do a grinding session again, try to get as much currency as we can, and maybe within 2 more streams, we can actually earn enough currency. Maybe by the end of this coming week, we can buy Rick. That would be the goal, I hope. And I guess really, if I'm really going to stay on top of every new character, I just can't buy the older characters. I can't buy the original cast. I don't play it enough. If I played it every night and I earn 600 coins a night, okay, now I'm earning, at least 1 to 2 characters a week. But that's not the case. I'm playing it only twice a week. So that's really the problem here. All right. So, yeah, we'll see what happens Thursday night. I doubt I'm going to get enough currency then. But if not, over the weekend into Monday, we'll probably, whenever the next session is, probably we'll get enough currency and then we'll get Rick then. Okay? Okay. So here's the deal. Tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. All right? I'm excited for this. It's been a great week. Good variety. Tomorrow is more of the same because tomorrow we're actually doing a Game Pass exploration stream. What does that mean? Well, we're playing Earthbound, but we finished all the other current playthroughs I'm doing. There's nothing left. Now, there is one new game coming up on October 4th. It's Overwatch 2. I absolutely want to play this and immerse myself in it. I really liked Overwatch 1. I'm excited to try 2. But that's a multiplayer style game. I'm not going to be playing that every day. It's good to alternate. If Earthbound's about to finish in 2 streams, I need games to play. So the purpose of tomorrow's main stream on the first session is to find games on Game Pass to fill in the gaps, to balance with Overwatch 2 until the new releases start hitting in the second half of October. Starting October 18th, it's non-stop new releases, and we will not need any other filler games, all right? I already have some interesting candidates. Tomorrow is the release day of Grounded. Now, it is true that Grounded has been in early access on Game Pass for a year, but now the game has a fully fledged campaign mode, and early reviewers are now coming out with their reviews saying it's really good. The story is good. The gameplay elements are good. The game has unique puzzles, boss fights that are really cool and like ingeniously thought out. And I'm like, I really liked Grounded when I played it that one session last year, and I just never got back to it. I think this may be a good opportunity to maybe play through the campaign and see what it's all about. All right? I'm not committing to having to play the entire game start to finish, but at least give it a shot. And if it ends up being fun, great. Okay? Now, outside of Grounded, I have no idea what else I want to check out tomorrow. We could possibly look for other games, new games, maybe. You know what I was thinking too? That Ninja Turtles collection. We could definitely go back to that, maybe for 1 or 2 streams and play some of the games I missed, like finish up Ninja Turtles on the NES. Maybe play Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, which is an original game on the NES that we haven't dabbled in yet. It's not a port of an arcade game. So there's a few ideas I have to maybe get a couple filler streams here or there with that kind of stuff. But for the most part, I'm curious what I missed. What is on Game Pass that I missed now the last several months that maybe you guys would like to see as a playthrough? And it doesn't have to be anything super lengthy, but it could be something interesting. If someone had a good suggestion today on the podcast, they said, dude, it's about to be October. Pick a horror game. Even if it's a horror game you've played in the past, play it on Game Pass. Better graphics on the Xbox Series X. And they were like, well, all the Dead Space games are on there. And I'm like, well, I did replay Dead Space 2 recently. I never replayed Dead Space 3, although that's the least liked of the trilogy. I could go back and replay Dead Space 1 again, or we could do something different. We could look for another horror game on there, right? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe get a horror game and balance that with maybe Grounded and balance that with Overwatch 2. That could be a good mix. So let's see what we find tomorrow on this first stream. I hope you'll join me in the morning, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time, to see exactly what we discover on Game Pass, all right? And then the late stream tomorrow night to end my week, Disney Dreamlight Valley, a nice chill stream. More relaxing, trying to build up the valley, trying to do missions and recruit people to the valley and go from there. All right? Guys, thank you. It's been a great streaming week. I've had a great time. I cannot wait for tomorrow's final day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then. Peace out.